smells like new hair tool in here. Thank you, Revlon. This is the Revlon One-Step Volumizer PLUS, which is a new and improved version of its cult favorite hairdryer brush. It has a medium setting because this original brush, even though we all love it, we all know it gets super hot. And the head detaches so that you can travel with it and store it more easily, which in my tiny New York apartment, I deeply appreciate it. Hello, beautiful. So here they are, all locked and loaded. This is the difference. Okay, so this has a slimmer handle. This guy has a wider handle. This has a slimmer head. This guy has a wider head. On the right side of my head, I'm going to use the original. On the left side of my head, I'm gonna use the PLUS. It's so easy to like get under your hair and lift up to get volume at the root with the original. This is something I cannot do with my hair unless I'm using this. To get volume, baby. They don't call it the volumizer for nothing. Look at that. One half of the hair, done. Here's with the OG. Let's see how the PLUS goes. Ooh, I'm excited to try this. For starters, bless, we have a medium setting, finally. We love when a brand listens to consumer feedback. Medium and high sound the exact same. So I wonder if medium and high means the temperatures at which they operate, not the speed at which the air blows. So listen, like this is medium. High. Medium. High. Exact same, right? Okay, that's hot, that's high. Like I can't put my hand there anymore. Yeah, it's still pretty hot. Yeah, that's pretty spicy. Low is obviously lower. Yeah, lower heat, lower speed. I would be here all day if I did that. Okay, let's get started on medium and see. Oh my gosh, this is so much more lightweight. Okay, I find this easier to use already. And I'm really excited. It's really gripping my hair as it moves through. It's really holding it in a way that's stronger than the original. I just want to note that I did burn my hand a couple times touching my hair that came off of the tool on the original side. And then I haven't done that on the side with the PLUS yet, so he thinks it's cooler. Here's with the original. Not so shabby, right? I think I might see a little bit of like waviness coming through at the root. And then this is with the PLUS. I think the side with the PLUS is a little shinier, right? I love that the PLUS is lightweight and I love that it's a little bit quieter, and I really like the medium setting, but I'm not totally sure that the medium setting is actually colder than the hot setting or less powerful, generally speaking. So I'd love to talk to Danusha and figure out exactly what the differences are between the medium and high settings on this tool, because I know that she will know that because she's brilliant and tests all of these for a living. I love how easy it is to just detach the head when you're done, and then you can just wrap it up and put this in a bag or luggage, or even just like a small under sink situation where this takes up a ton of room. The handle is also slimmer and it just feels lighter weight, which is a lot easier to use for some people. I don't find the weight of the original to be offensive, so I wouldn't mind continuing to use that by any means, but important to note that this is lighter. So as you can see here, the PLUS has a much rounder head than the original one does, and the brand says that that helps get closer to the root and create more curls and flips as you're drying your hair. I don't see that much of a difference. I mean, I do see like little bits of curls in here, but if I really were to have like been rotating it more intensely with a purpose as I was styling, I think I would have been able to create more curls and flips. Okay, so now that I've tried out the Revlon on my long, thick, curly hair, I'm interested to see how it does on thinner, shorter, and wavy hair. So I'm gonna bring it to my parents' house and see what my mom thinks. So that is the Revlon that you normally use. Let me see.
Here.
It looks pretty well loved.
Yeah, well, that's a nice way of putting it, yes.
How often do you use it?
I use it every time I wash my hair.
So you're a loyalist?
I am. I really am.
Is there anything that you don't like about the original?
You know, I'm gonna say this. Yes, it's hot. It's very hot. And I find that if I put it on something cooler, it doesn't really effectively dry my hair. So I, go to the one that works to dry it. But it is really, hot. Okay.
Okay, so are you excited to try the new version
I
of
am
the
very
One-Step?
excited. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
One of the biggest reasons is what I've already mentioned, that it has a selection of heat settings, which I'm sure is going to be all the difference for me. I'm going to go ahead and try this on the medium.
That's what I did too.
Okay, good. Cool, low, medium. Here we go.
You can look in the mirror. I can see you here.
Good. I like to do that. Thank you. And I usually start here
Yeah.
at the front,
Yes.
and I do something like this. So far, I like it a lot. I can feel that it's not burning my hair like it used to. So that's already a huge plus for me.
Plus for you too, bud. Is it less hot?
Less hot. And
Is it any different to use? Is it easier to use?
it is just as effective. It's just as fast, if that's what you're asking me, as the other one.
Okay.
Despite the fact that even though it's not as hot, which is so much better.
Okay,
Let me find
go on.
this again. All right. It's almost done.
I know. That is 5 minutes for your hair.
Not bad.
That was 5 minutes. There we go. Smooth out those ends.
And look, I mean, really, I can touch my hair. That's a big improvement right there.
Whereas in the older one, you can't really touch your hair when you're drying
you
it.
did.
It burns yourself.
You had to drop it. It really was a burn.
Yeah. Is it dry?
I think so. I really do.
Is that faster or slower? Or the same as the original?
Well, I don't know for the life of me. I tell you what, Jess, if I have to guess, I would tell you it's faster.
She would. Let's smooth out your ends, like grab them a little bit with your hands,
right,
because you kind of ended with like an upward thing.
Yes, I
So
did.
yeah, there you go. So while they're still warm, if you kind of smooth them down. Okay, let's see your final product. Who is she? Let me see. You have like one little.
I saw it. I didn't hate it.
But look at that, Mom. That looks so good.
I do like it.
Your hair looks amazing right now. I don't know if I've ever seen it look that good. Do you agree? I guess I see it.
Yes, I do.
I guess I see it after you like walk around and it kind of falls, but like look at the volume in the mirror.
I certainly will. This thing is awesome. You know what, girl? You were wonderful. I loved you. Your
Your your new boo.
She mine. Love. They're mine both. But I.
Yeah, you can keep it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have Danusha here, who is the chemist in the GH Beauty Lab. Hi, Danusha. How are you doing today?
Hi Jess, I'm well. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited to hear everything that you have to say about hairdryer brushes and especially the Revlon One-Step. So can you start by telling me about how you test hairdryer brushes in the lab?
So we road tested the Plus by doing several lab studies, including measuring the cord length, measuring the surface area, the weight, the temperature throughout 10 minutes, and how fast it dried hair swatches.
So are there any downsides of using a hairdryer brush instead of a blow dryer and a round brush?
So using a hairdryer brush might be easier for those who have a hard time styling their hair with a round brush and hairdryer at once. But if you're more professional, you might find that it's easier to control with a round brush and a hairdryer instead of these hairdryer brushes.
Tell me more about the temperature that each of these tools reach.
So basically the cool setting has the lowest temperature, and then the lowest setting, the temperature increases. And then we found that between medium and low, they had the same temperature, but airflow increased. And then between medium and high, the airflow stayed the same, but the temperature increased by about 20 degrees.
Is the medium setting on the Plus, is it hotter, cooler, or the same as the high setting on the original?
So the medium and low had the same temperature as the low on the original. However, the biggest difference was in the airflow. So the Plus has a much stronger airflow than the original Revlon brush.
Interesting. And is that both on the high setting?
So on all settings, so on the low setting and the high setting, the airflow was much more stronger in the Plus than on the original.
Wow, interesting. So would that translate to like a faster drying time?
So surprisingly, we found that the Plus took longer to dry hair swatches in the lab compared to the original.
That is surprising. Is that, I mean, surprising to me. Is it surprising to you as a professional chemist of all things hair, beauty, makeup, skincare?
I think perhaps maybe the smaller surface area of the Plus made it longer to dry hair swatches compared to the original brush, which had a wider surface area.
Interesting. That makes sense now that you say it, but I think stronger airflow and I immediately think faster drying, which is not necessarily the case.
I think it needs to be a sweet spot between airflow and temperature.
Okay, Danusha, as far as the price point, I've been kept in the dark. How much does the Plus retail for?
The Revlon Plus retails for $69.99.
Okay, all right. That makes a lot of sense because I'm super familiar with the original and I know that that has an MSRP of $59.99, but it's always on sale for like around 30 bucks on Amazon and yada yada. So why the extra $10 for the Plus?
In my opinion, I feel like the additional features is what gives the Plus a higher price tag, and that includes the extra temperature setting as well as the detachable head.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense, and I feel like those features are worth the extra splurge in my opinion.